Hello there and welcome to the Kerbal Space Program, Point 90, Episode 3, Science. So in today's episode we're launching this. This is going to be our first communication satellite. So let's throttle her up, bring up our fuel gauge, and go. Up. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to launch this craft and we're going to go all the way up to around 80 to 90 kilometers. At which point we will circularize. Then we'll move it up to a 2 million by 4 million kilometer orbit, making it elliptical. Let's just slow it down here. I purposely want an elliptical orbit, but that's for my personal reason, not for any real sciencey reason. Then we'll incline it because we're going to do a simple orbit now. But this satellite will actually be deployed along in a constellation of 3 or 4 other satellites. Oops, just slow it down, keep it below 200. Below 200, come on. It's starting to want to accelerate now because it's getting lighter with no fuel. So this craft will actually head into space. It's going to be one of our communication satellites. I'm going to launch 4 in total. They'll sit in a 2 to 4 million kilometer orbit. Okay, let's start our gravity turn. Let's just speed her up a little bit. So they're going to sit there in a 2 to 4 kilometer orbit where they will relay all future science, communications and all other related stuff. So we go to the moon and we transmit science back. It's going to be needing these relay satellites. Our unmanned probes will need communications. Let's just fix it a bit more. And of course, in the most important side of things, once there's no science to be broadcast, the spare resources of these probes can be used to broadcast satellite TV. So keep the Kerbals nice and happy. Let's just slow it down a little bit. Let's get that a little bit more. Come on, I don't want to flip you out because I've done this a couple of times in testing, and this craft likes to flip out when it gets going like this. Come on, a bit more, bit more. Whoa. Behave yourself. Okay. There we go. Let's get rid of this cowling. There it goes. And we are stable on our climb. Okay, so first things first, before we lose signal of the ground, let's activate this antenna. There we go. Because we only have a 500 kilometer range. With that antenna, we were almost at it then, so I'll just bring it up to 85. To 85, we're fine. Okay, we are happy with that. So while we're waiting for that to go up, let's just quickly make sure we get this done correctly. Because we have a limited time on the orbit until we lose signal of the home. So, whoop, don't want to go too high. I'm going to circularize it, make sure it's stable. There we go. Bring that up. So we need a 44-second burn in. Okay, so we'll point to node. And we'll accelerate up. Bring up to 22 seconds worth of fuel required. Come on. 22. And throttle. Go. Right, so this is going to give us our circularization. We will be dropping this stage a little bit early, just so it falls back into the atmosphere. There we go. Come on. 400. Minus 400 at the moment. When that reaches a positive figure, we'll be shutting the engine down and jettisoning early, or run out of fuel first. One of the two. Find out which one in a second. Well, the fuel is going to be quite close on it, so it should be alright. 200, 100, and ooh, nice. 1, 2, whoop, slow it down. 50, 60, 70, 80, done. Right. Whoa. Stop spinning. Right, let's get rid of that. So we're now in our orbit, and we need to set a new altitude. So let's just bring that up, stick that out, click on that, and bring that up to 1, 2, 3. Let's take that to our target altitude of 4 million kilometers. Well, 4 million meters. Sorry, for 4 million meters. There we go. Take that as our target location. And before we forget, we'll activate one of these antennas and point it at mission control. There we go. So now we should be able to maintain contact. Oh, let's fire up that engine. Fired up a little bit late on that one. So, our orbit is increasing happily, going up. 1, 2, 2 million. Whoop, slow it down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4 million. There we go. Shut that down. Now, okay, not quite sure why it said that. We have everything we need. Right, so this side of the orbit, we want to increase. Whoop. So that side goes up to 2 million. And we have a nice elliptical orbit. And the reason I'm doing this actually is because I'm going to have 4 satellites, all in 2 to 4, where their 2s and the 4s overlap each other. That way they never actually all bunch up together. So it's going to look like that when it's done. So first things first, point towards that. Okay, and then, oops, we'll time accelerate out, and when we get near here, we should have re-established connection with the planet. Because obviously we've currently lost connection with the planet, and we're also losing all of our power, but we'll get that back as soon as we enter. There we go. And the planet's rotating, so that should swing back around, give it another signal just as we get to our apparatus. Come on, swing around. Swing around. Wait for this red dot to come into range. Come on. There we go. Just in time. Just in time. That was calculated very, very closely. And, oops, let's be a bit more cautious on there. 1. And we lost a signal. Fuel down just to make sure. There we go. Signal's back. This signal's going to be very, very weak, and it's actually due to the power constraints. So I'm going to, if I can, shut down that little aerial. Wherever it's hiding, there it is. We don't need it. And that should give us our fuel requirements. Just turn off this guy. And our orbit is... Turn off the SAS module. Do this by hand if we have to. We're just going to keep the power levels, that's all. Right, do this last little bit by hand, I think. 1800, 1900, 2 million. There we go. We just couldn't trust that last little bit of power to the SAS module. So, here we are. We are now in space. So let's just send ourselves pointing, oops, to the north. North. Come on, up, up. Wrong way. That's the one. There we go. There we go. Okay, and let's just have the SAS do its job fully. And that should expose 2 sets of solar panels, and isn't it very, very nice? Now we have one pointing directly at... where are you hiding? Hello? Planet? Oh, there you are. Wonder where you're gone. We have one heading pointing directly at Kerbin, and that will maintain a signal link with Kerbin at all times. We have 4 others. What we're going to do is one of these will be pointing at, say, the Mun, one pointing at Minmus, most likely be the combination we'll go with, and then the other one will be actually linking to another one of the satellites in orbit, so they'll always be able to see another satellite. That way, if we can see this satellite, but we can't see the planet, the actual space center, then we'll create a link between the 2 other satellites. Well, one other satellite minimum. So each satellite will be able to see one other satellite and mission control. Okay, so if we actually look at the link, we have a solid link to mission control there. So we're going to launch the other 3, and we'll come back once they're in space. I don't think you need to see the launch of each one of them. So we'll just do the orbit insertion and stuff. But what we are going to do is we're going to incline them all. So if we actually do that, we do that at the actual apparatus. I'm going to leave this one in this particular orbit right now just to maintain compatibility. But they will all be inclined, and we'll do the inclinations in a little while. We have 12 units of fuel, so we should be able to do that no problem. Alright, see you in a bit. And go. And circularization complete. Okay. Oops. Prograde, please. Right, now we need to do this correctly. So we want, let's just set you as a target. There's your 4 million. So we want our 4 million to be exactly opposite. Boom. There we go. Accelerate out. That needs to be 4 million. 1, 2, 3, 4 million. Whoop. Get it up to 4. There we go. Bring it back down again. 4 million. So if we target for that, we need a 17-second burn. And that should put the 4 million directly opposite. It does. Look at that for a straight alignment, eh? Alright, so let's get this craft ready. We have 3 minutes. Time accelerate up. 2, 1, and down to the minute. We need a 10-second head start. There we go. And burn. Go for 2 million kilometers. 2 million. Come on, that's the first million. Spin this out. There goes the second million. There comes the third million. And slow it down. Let's do a slower burn up. 5, and 4. There we go. We are now, whoops. Pointer up. There we go. We can now disable that antenna, which is no longer needed. We now have a two-way communication link. So let's send her out and see how this is going to behave itself. All the way up to 2 million. Come on. Well, 4 million, sorry. Right, see now we've actually lost contact with this satellite because we're more than the certain distance away. That, although not ideal, it's just the way it goes. We may not be able to actually complete this particular circularization at this moment in time. We won't know until we get around, but when we have all 4 satellites, we will be able to do that. Let's bring it around more carefully. Okay, okay. They're setting the course anyway, ready and waiting. The course will be for a 2 million target. And, oops, that's 1 million. Need a bit more. Oops. Right, and 2 million. There we go. Bring it down a bit. Let's put it right. Put it right. There we go. So that's what our end goal is. Now we just need to find out if that satellite will get close enough, or if that planet will rotate for us. One of them will happen, hopefully. Not looking good. And no. Okay. Well, that's not a problem. We can ignore it this time round. We will SAS it off. I know I disengaged it purposely. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave that alone, and we'll come back and we'll launch the other 2 satellites into a similar orbit pattern, and then we'll do the 2 million kilometer one on each of them. We should hopefully be able to maintain contact with all the satellites at the appropriate time. Zooming in. So hopefully we have a link. We had a link. We lost a link. Hopefully this one will line up with the planet this time. Come on. Come on, Kerbin, rotate. Not good. Not good. Oh, oh, oh. Kerbin, good. But we have a link. Don't know what you're on about. Oh, power. M. Very, very quickly. You. Yeah, that's a problem. See, we almost face direct on with the Kerbin, you see. If I can just get one of these to shut down, we'd have a link. We've got a little bit of time, but nothing on the major side of things. I just unfortunately didn't orientate my solar panels beforehand. Oh. And if I could just issue a command to say pull these away, just one of them away, and my batteries will be fine. Probably to kill that. That'll stop the SES module draining power. So we just need a second. Just a small little bit of a time. That one's what I needed. Okay, so we're just waiting basically for the real hope that we gain a little bit of power in the battery. It's not looking good though. Oh, damn it. I think we may have lost a probe. We'll find out in a bit. Let's launch number 3 and hope this one gets some power. Let's just run around a little bit. Yeah, see, we're losing we haven't got the power for it. So this craft is either lost or we get lucky and the solar panels will turn it into the sun. But it's not brilliant because these are actually receiving power. It's just that everything else is drawing too much. And I can't pack these away because it's supposed to sit in a different orientation. That's entirely my fault. I should have checked the whole SAS thing beforehand. Let's just try something. Fizz warp. 4 times fizz warp. Yeah, we're just not getting any power to it. None at all. Oop, oop, oop. That one connects to there. Deactivate. Great. We got power. Great. So you talk to number 1. You talk to mission control. Mission control is the most important one. We're not going to be able to circularize this orbit. Not the way we wanted to do. But if I just play around very quickly. Oop, and this is highly inefficient. Up to 2. And we'll rotate the orbit that way. Bring that up to 2 and 4. There, that. See, that's highly inefficient, that orbit. I really do want it to be there. But we can go for it. We have the power. We have the fuel for it. There, we have the fuel for this one, which would be very inefficient. We do have the fuel. So let's get closer to the burn point. The reason we're waiting to get closer is I want to make sure we have the battery power for this because I don't want to get caught out with that again. So 2 minutes. We'll do the rotation at around 30 seconds and we'll do the 6-second burn. Right, so point towards my target vector and throttle up. Throttling up and throttling down. 15, 14, 13, 12. Okay, we are now on up. Right, so we've got 4 million there. We have nearly 2 million there. Let's just prograde that a little bit and let's just bump that up. There we go. 2 and 4. I am happy with that. Okay, so point ourselves nominal. Make sure all our solar panels are pointing the way they're supposed to be pointing. You have connection with mission control and you're connecting to ComSat 1. ComSat 1 is currently there. It's not that bad. It's a close pass, I think. Let's have a look at these ones. That's our currently active link. And yeah, so I like playing with the little dots. So that's we have a link with mission control right now. And yeah, so that's how we link with mission control. We also have a link with that satellite there, I believe. Let's just take a look. We have mission control is okay. We have capability communication with these two currently. This it's probably just a power drain issue before. So let's set up. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I'll set to communicate. So if I set that one to contact that one down, that one to there. Yeah, it's already set up. It just needs to be activated. If I activate it, there we go. We have the power. Probably don't have the power for battery. That's the problem with me. I don't know how the battery on these work, but those 3 are now set up. This is just a temporary measure. I do only want to have the one link in any direction, but that hopefully will give us power. We can get around to that one. So let's very quickly switch over to this one. What's our situation over here? Oops, I want to be here. Yep, good. We're in SAS, nominal, making sure we can maintain power at all times. We'll set a target of that one and activate. There we go. So we now have communication links to there. Great. So now if we do this again, we actually say here, maneuver node, bring that up to 2 million, which has always been our goal. We just lost signal last time. 4, 5, 2 million. There we go. So if we get rid of that, fly up to our node, we've got an hour and odd to go on the node. Head up to the node. We can do our burn. We've lost connection. We just double check everything. That's because both of the other 2 satellites are on the far side. Damn it. Well, we'll come back to this one again when we have more. We'll just get rid of that. Leave that maneuver node there. It might save it. We'll try launching satellite number 4. So we need a 19-second burn in 24 minutes. And it's, oh god, it's going to be on the dark side of the planet. The reason why I say oh god no is because batteries will not last. So we're going to need a 19-second burn. So if I just say point to the maneuver node now. There we go. And if I say I want full throttle for 19 seconds at the maneuver node. Good, it's actually done it. That's hopefully that'll work fine. But I don't even know if that'll work though. That's a problem because we'll be in a black area. We really don't know if that's going to work. I've never used this piece before, so we're either going to lose a craft or we're going to save. Or the craft's going to work. So to save on power, let's shut down that one there, which talks to the LKO. It should still have the program in place. It does, good. So shut down one of the transmitters. The only thing operating on this craft right now, at that time, oh, I couldn't shut that one down in time. Deactivate? Yeah, I couldn't send that command. So the only thing powered are these 2 aerials. Hopefully we'll have enough time to do so. Where's my node? Node. Can't send that signal up. We can get our craft around. It's entirely thinking we're going to lose this craft, unfortunately, because I just made a stupid mistake. I turned off the aerial that we were using at the time. Okay, here we go. Wait for it. 30 seconds, it'll start burning. There it goes. Oh, it's actually doing the maneuver as well. Oh my god, that's brilliant. I was expecting just to burn random direction. It's actually burning where I wanted it to burn. And now to find out if it keeps the orientation right. Will it be 4 million? 3 million. Oh, just shy of where we want it to be. Let's bring the one up to 2 million. 1 to 2. There we go. And we'll activate that other antenna again, just to make sure we maintain communications, because we did a stupid thing earlier. We'll track that smaller one, don't need that anymore. So we have a link to that satellite. Let's bring her up. Right, so we've got a mission control direct link at the moment. We need that. Oops, get rid of the time acceleration. Time acceleration gone. Mission control. Can we have... Thank you. Point me to my maneuver node. Keep an eye on the power levels this time, just in case anything stupid happens, like I forget entirely to do something. Okay, our power levels are at 407. That's not too bad. We need a 7-second burn in 20 minutes. And begin the burn. Burning, 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 burning. Prepare to throttle down. Throttle down. What are we at? 19, 18, 2. There we go. And we are inserted. 3. Come on. 4 million. There we go. And our current orbit is 4 by 1.9. Okay, so we're pretty good. I mean, we can pick it 2, but we don't really need to. 1.93 is damn close enough. ComSat 1 can go. There we go. Deactivated. And number 3 can go then. We just need to keep power operational. No? Who's that? ComSat 4. Okay, we've got a direct line to mission control. So that was a bad thing because we'd actually now have no communication to anybody because I was a complete idiot. Everybody's coming up. That guy there. Will we actually maintain these links long enough? Ooh, 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 we might actually maintain the link. Yes. We're going to lose one of them, but we won't lose both. We need 13 minutes. 8 minutes, 6 minutes. Shutting down the time warp now. Back to normal view. Oops. Point towards target. Accelerating up. Okay. And beginning the insertion burn for 2 million. There we go. And 2 million. We have 2 million people. Back to target. Kill that. And now we can begin the inclination changes. There. Burn. See, we could have done this a lot more efficient by doing this earlier. And go, run out of fuel. Run out of fuel at exactly the right time. So these crafts are going to be stranded out here, but I do like to return my crafts, but we may decide to come up here at some point and nudge them back if needed. Point to target and burn. Some of these may actually make it to their inclination and still have fuel left, which would be rare and weird, but it's possible it could happen. There we go. So that's actually got 1 meter per second of fuel left, or 1 unit of fuel left. So we just say radial points us away from the sun. Radial points us directly on par with the sun. That's good. And you can talk to your friend who is ComSat 2. So you talk to ComSat 2. On to activate. So these two will talk to each other continuously. Should be a link almost all the time. And begin burn. Inclining. There we go. You've got even less fuel than the one had. Right. Make sure you're pointing towards the sun in the correct order. That is by far the worst. So let's rotate it that way. Yep, I'm happy with that one. That gives you full power on your solar panels. So we're going to swing around to here and we're going to do a burn. Oops, can we have that back up, please? Thank you. Let's just swing around. Maintaining communications in a arc pattern. And batteries are gone. And the batteries should come back. There they are. Now, what should happen is, because these are all inclined, should be much less time they spend actually not being able to see anything. They should always have a target. It's one of the great things about inclining them. It means that when one's below the horizon, the others should be above the horizon. Let's burn, and incline this orbit. And done. And there it is, our merry communication system. So that means we can never lose communications when in space. We'll always have a communication link to Kerbin with our 4 communication satellites. So next, we're probably going to go to the moon or maybe put a space station in orbit. I don't know which. We'll decide later on. But for now, I'd say comments in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Also, if you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing.